Writing has assisted me greatly. When I started vlogging and blogging every day, um, I started to take on one point at a time, and through doing so, I have been able to look at that point entirely. Um, for instance, cigarettes. That was something that I struggled with greatly. Um, yeah, there's been past vlogs about it, of how I went from quitting to not quitting within a day. And where I would give in, and how I would give in. I mean, I really wasn't taking on the points within smoking. So writing it out allowed me to see a lot of points. And through writing it out, I looked at it. I was more willing to look at it. Because what happened, and still happens sometimes, is I ignore it. The thought comes up of smoking from a particular feeling or want, and I immediately say the word no within my head, mind, and try to ignore it, justifying it as me saying no, I'm not going to participate in it. But I realized that saying no to participation is within breath and not a thought. So I've been able to, that no still comes up, and I have been able to look at that no, release it, and then look at why I want a cigarette, and then release that. It's interesting that I've done that, because within saying no, I immediately create a block towards the reason why I wanted a cigarette. And I was just looking at the point of wanting a cigarette and not why I wanted a cigarette. So, within saying no and blocking it, I allowed it to compound. And within that, I would always give in eventually. So today I did have thoughts about having a cigarette, and I did have that no, and I tried to look at why I wanted a cigarette, and I couldn't, because that no, that ignorance was in the way. So I looked at that no, and I removed it, and then I looked at why I wanted a cigarette, and it was just to do something. This was on the walk home, and I wanted something to do other than walk. I wanted to I'm going to say participate in energy. And so through writing it out, I've been able to look at that a lot easier. Because within writing it out, I looked at it. I looked at every point. And even within writing it out, I didn't even write about the ignorance. But through writing it out, I can see the ignorance now. And I can bypass it. Not bypass, but remove it. And writing it out helps because what I did was I started with an article for myself, just like trying to get the basics out, and then I would write a blog post, and each time I wrote a new article, more points would come up, and I would expand on those points, allowing me to see deeper into me, into why I wanted cigarettes. And even with vlogging, when I would speak, more points would open up. And even within this vlog now, a point opened up of, I'm gonna say a minute ago, I was continuously talking about cigarettes. And the whole point of doing this vlog was on writing. And through speaking, I noticed that. And it was because ego got in the way. So writing really assists with being able to look at points. Because with writing it down, you're not afraid to look at it within your mind, within yourself. Well, I'm not. I wasn't, at least. I was able to remove that fear through writing it out. And through other people's blogs and vlogs. They've all said that writing helps so much. So if you aren't writing, start to write. Write about anything. Or write about yourself, don't write about anything. Write about anything within you. It really helps. Thank you.